Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new episode. Today we will be looking at a budget Jhoira storm style build with lots of artifacts and cheap spells. So this is a response to one of my latest surveys where I asked people, if I did a budget deck, would you like completely commons and uncommons, or would you not mind a few mythics and rares? And it was overwhelmingly that people wanted to see a few rares in it as well. So it kind of makes sense because most people have access to at least a few wildcards or mythics and rares that they've unlocked along the way. So this is a generous deck in that most people should be able to build it. I think there's about 7 rares and mythics, and I'll try and go through those to kind of justify why they should be included in a deck like this, and because they're kind of the cornerstone of the deck. So as you may imagine, a deck that wants you to cast historic spells, you've got a lot of historic spells in it. One of the combo pieces that you've probably seen already is Paradox Engine. I don't actually know how this is still legal in Historic Brawl, because in Commander this is just broken, absolutely broken. I used to use this before it was banned in Commander, and yeah, ridiculous. So this is still legal in Historic Brawl, so enjoy using this. Definitely put this in the deck. I would definitely, if I was to pick one card to put in the deck, it would be this for the Mythic slot. So essentially this works by having lots of mana rocks out, and then when you cast a strike spell it will untap all the mana rocks, so stuff like Unstable Obelisk, Rep Ring, Palladium Mirror, untaps all those, so basically you can just go off, and eventually you could probably kill people with Aetherflux Reservoir, which is another rare you want to put in the deck because you're going to be casting a lot of spells. And then I'm just going to hop around to other cards that synergize with each other. So then a card like Aetherflux Reservoir is really good with Bergi. Now Bergi has 2 really good sides here. First side is the side you'll probably be using the most. Whenever you cast a spell, add red. So this helps the Storm deck to get more and more mana. Technically infinite mana in some cases. And the other side is an artifact itself. Just exile the top 2 cards of your library. When you discard a card, you play those this turn. So this helps cast more spells. Khan is just really good because he can make constructed tokens that get +1/+1 for each artifact you control. In a deck like this is going to be humongous, so you can basically make win cons. Heiko Yamazaki isn't a mythic or rare, but she's good just to be able to cast artifacts from your graveyard. Just a really nice reanimation spell. Sai Master Thopterus, whenever you cast an artifact spell, get a 1/1, really powerful effect just to spam the board. Embry, she's pretty insane. You're regularly going to cast Embry for 1 mana here, and yeah, being able to cast stuff from your graveyard is mega powerful. Some notable cards to make all your cards cheaper is Jhoira's Familiar, makes all your historic spells cost 1 less to cast. You've also got the Foundry Inspector, which does it for artifacts. A new addition, recent addition, is Enthusiastic Mechanaut. Bit of a mouthful, but it makes your artifact spells cost 1 less as well. So if you look around, you can see really powerful cards that aren't mythics or rares that you should probably slot in, and it won't break the budget. Really good. And I think some of my favourite commons and uncommons: Reckless Fireweaver, whenever an artifact comes in, 1 damage to each opponent. Kessig Flame Breather, cast a non-creature spell, 1 damage to each opponent as well. And Dragon Spark Reactor. Weirdly, they're all next to each other in the list here, alphabetically. This is really powerful. I think this is a bit of a sleeper hit. Whenever it or another artifact enters on your control, put a charge counter on this. Then you sack it, it deals damage equal to its number of charge counters on a target player, and that much damage to one creature. It's really powerful. You could probably win the game with this. And yeah, if you like the look of the deck list and where I'm going with this kind of budget build, tell me in the comments below if you want to see more things like this. I think this is also better for me as a content creator because having just commons and uncommons is actually unfathomably hard. And having a few rares and mythics just makes it so much smoother, because I think before my budget builds, it was kind of a nightmare sometimes. The matchups would always be tier 1, and it just felt like an uphill battle. But giving me access to a few rares and mythics is really nice. As I said, I think it's about 7 or 8. Obviously that'll be in the deck list below, check that out. Don't forget to leave me a like and a sub if you appreciate what you see, and don't forget to look at my donations page if you appreciate what I've been doing. You can donate as little as you want, but yeah, that would be so helpful to help support the channel. So let's get into the games. We go first against Kodai. Yeah, starting hand's pretty decent. We've got a bit of ramp and basically a win con in hand. So Spell Pierce is going to be nice once we get to 5 mana, because we want to cast Jhoira with some protection. So we could go for the renowned Weaponsmith. So this means next turn we can have 4 mana for artifacts. So we could go for the Aetherflux Reservoir, which is really sick. That's pretty awesome on turn 3. Elspeth's Nightmare. Oh, that is pretty horrendous, but... Okay, so... Oof. Maybe just go for the Jhoira? And they're going to get... So they're going to get one of the 3 spells in our hand. They can't get the Ornithopter of Paradise. They went for the Ica Wellspring, that's interesting. So do they have... Return 1 creature or planeswalker. Damn, that's pretty annoying. Okay, so we'll try her again. Damn, I just need some mana. If we had the 1 blue open, we'd be able to protect her a bit easier, but... So it looks like this is definitely a Saga build. Well, they're saying that phase 2 of the inventive iteration, they're not going to get anything from this. So they played that quite early, I suppose. Yeah, that would have been annoying if they managed... Oh, they went for the champion afterwards. We can just braid that, though. Yeah, I think we braid this. Get this out of the way. Ornithopter draws us a card. Cool. Swinging for 3. So, we don't really have the most amazing hand right now, but... So this card, whenever they cast a spell, we can't cast spells of that same mana cost until their next turn. So it's very effective if they've got a plethora of mana value cards in their hand. Cure of Best of Sea God. Oh, so this is terrifying, to say the least. Start with the iteration. So we'll put the monument in our hand. And... yeah, put that into a library, and then we can play this land here, and then the Forsaken Monument, I guess. Which is pretty cool, because it's going to make our stuff a lot stronger. And so the only downside is all of our stuff gets tapped with the Cure of Best of Sea God. So it's not looking very good. Sigil. Sanctum. Okay. So we can't cast 5 or 3. So we get quite a few triggers. Way too many lands. So, annoyingly, they are going to steal our best permanent in their turn. So, it could be anything, really. Maybe go for the Khan. Who knows what they'll steal. Ooh, Bergie's good. So, we can get a huge blocker, and that might make them change what they steal, but... we've got so many powerful cards. Okay, so they've gone for the Aetherflux. That's kind of okay. I'm not too bothered about that. They do have a hell of a lot of power on the floor, though. Okay, yeah, that is pretty annoying. Maybe we can bounce this back to our hand, though. Yeah, so we'll keep our big guy alive. Yeah, they're just hitting us at so many angles, stealing our stuff, tapping our stuff. It's not very nice, but there you have it. So what could we do here? They've already done the worst thing they could probably do anyway. So we go for Bergie. So it's definitely stacked against us because they've got access to like mythics and rares all over the shop, and we've limited ourselves. So yeah, if we had the Aetherflux Reservoir, I think we could have basically won a lot sooner. Okay, so this costs 0. Fantastic. Go for the Mind Stone. Ominous Seas. So as you can see, you know, you can basically spaff your entire hand out. Yeah, I think I'll draw a card with the Relic here, see how much further we can go. So you can see why we don't have, you know, we've got 35 lands in the deck, basically. Oh, that's a shame. So we kind of stop there. We'll leave the map for now. Maybe go for this. We could just sack this game. Let's see what we draw. Might be a cheap spell. Oh, it was Guardian Idol. Fantastic. Oh, and an Emery as well. We can even cast the Emery. So you can see the power of this deck. Just, you know, Coyote comes down for some random reason. Not really sure why they did that, because our turn isn't actually over yet. That's definitely the sign of, like, a very impatient player. Paradox Engines. If we can survive one more turn, we might be golden, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, we'll just we'll hold back. Wow, they've drawn a lot of cards. Destroy target land. Okay, so they could kill what? I guess they'll kill the Surtland Frostpire. Well, they're going to go for the Swiftwater Cliffs, fair enough. The deck's just a bit random, isn't it? I don't really know what... I guess it's sagas, right? Yeah, enchantments and sagas, yeah. So they're basically like the enchantment version of our deck. Okay, lots of angels. So it looks like we're going to survive here. How much is this? So that's 8. So we can definitely block some stuff. So we're taking 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're fine. Apologies if you hear my boy crying. He's refusing to nap currently. Do I want to pop the Renegade map? Don't need to do that yet. Okay, we've got some great cards here. So let's see what we can cast from the graveyard. I think give it a golden egg. Tap this. Tap this. And then we'll go for the Paradox Engine. So here we go. We're going to see the power of the Paradox Engine. So we cast... Obviously we can't cast that because they must have cast Living Breakthrough. So this guy... What 1-drop did they play? Oh, it's a 2-drop, isn't it? It's just discounted. Right. Okay, so we go for the Filigree Familiar here. So the other annoying thing about combo in this game is that you get roped by yourself. You just don't have enough time to do everything. So what else is in our graveyard that we can cast? Right, let's see if we can cast something else. We'll go for the Jhoira's Familiar. Yeah, I forgot to tap the Ornithopter there. That's a shame, because that's mana that we're not going to be able to get now. But we will tap it anyway now. So we can't cast these things anyway, but we might as well just go for them. Goodness me, so many things. Sure. So you essentially what you want to do is you want to look for all the board. Sorry, you want to look for cards that tap for mana, because they'll then untap with the Paradox engine. I don't know why the clock just did that there. Okay, so we can't cast anything else, it seems. We can draw some cards with the Witching Well. Ooh, Beacon Bolt. That's actually really good. Oh, so we can't do that yet on anything significant. I guess we can make a blocker. So this is only 2 damage. Witching Well. Oh, we're going to get roped, aren't we? We're going to get roped. We don't want either of those. But yeah, I'm happy to draw some more cards. Pretty crazy. Yeah, so I guess you guys have seen the power of this. You basically keep drawing until you get a win con, I suppose. Can we recast anything from the graveyard? I think it's infinite with Witching Well, isn't it? Because Witching Well gives you... I guess it gives you red mana rather than blue. Jeez, okay. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's you know, it's a bit of hard work trying to keep up with the rope, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with all this rope in though. Oh, Unstable Obelisk. So let's use this to kill one of the angels. So that's going to be 1 blocker down. Flippin' heck. Draw cards again. I really wish I could cast more things here. So we'll draw this. So I guess we'll cast the Witching Well again. Flippin' heck, come on. Basically, we can get rid of that blocker. Might be looking good. So the Unstable Obelisk here is going to be really useful because I think that's going to be the key to victory here. Because if we can kill that last angel, then I think we can just win by attacking. So hold, attack. Is that going to be enough? Don't think it is, but the timer is telling me to do everything here. So they're at 7. Oh, I probably missed a lot of triggers there. But you can see where we're going with this kind of deck. Yeah, it's annoying because it, like in real life, your opponent would kind of just allow you to go off, but on Arena, unless the opponent is not feeling up to it, then I suppose they'll just make you wait out, because Arena is kind of stacked against combo plays. As you can see, you can get like some grace timers. I think I had like 3 grace timers there, so it allows you to do stuff up to 60 seconds or something. But if you don't do everything in your allotted time, then essentially you're kind of forced to pass your turn, which kind of really sucks. So annoyingly, they've got so many blockers here, but we do have quite the attack force. They're going to struggle to block everything, I think. So we'll make another 8/8. And yeah, because we could have attacked with so many creatures. We could have probably drawn 2 more cards here with the Witching Well, made another creature, and then it would have been unfathomable damage. And there you go. That's why I don't make decks like this very often, because it's kind of hard. Okay, opponent goes first with Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. So there'll also be a artifacty style deck. This starting hand is okay. So they're looking to go wide and drain us for lots, which is kind of what we want to do, but we don't drain the same way as they do. So I think Mind Stone first, and then maybe we can go for Jhoira, but we don't have any protection, so maybe not a good idea. Could go for the Covert Technician to cheat some stuff in. I think that's a cool idea. Because if this deals damage, you can put an artifact card with mana value less than or equal to the damage onto the battlefield. So it's pretty cool. I can't believe it. But here he is. Makes it 2/2. So I think it's a worthy investment to kill this guy. And I want to swing in at Khan just to take him off making another guy. They could block with the net assist here. Okay, they do. And yeah, so we'll go for the Signet. And I don't want to go for the artifact just yet. I want to have some ammo for Jhoira, otherwise Jhoira's going to feel a bit bad. Conqueror's Galleon. So if this hits us, that could be bad. As if that's a... yeah, such a cheap ability, isn't it? It's -2. Let's draw a card. Get a land. So annoyingly, we can't swing in at Khan this turn. So we're just going to have to pass. So we're looking for some removal of some kind, because Khan is really powerful here, making them so many blockers. Ugh, give them the Overseer, I guess. Both of those were horrible. Treasure map. So it looks like they're not doing too great themselves. They don't have any blue mana, which is kind of weird, to be honest. Crew. So this attacks, this becomes mana. Yeah, it's a shame we can't do anything about that. This is a really, really powerful land here. Draw a card, discard a card, or draw a card, or return a card from graveyard to your hand. Silly. So I think we're going to swing both of these at Khan, because we have to get him out of the way. We just have to. Okay. Let's draw a few cards. So 2 in fact. We're getting a lot of lands, aren't we? Let's go for some ramp. This could be good late game to get lots more. Oh, Hadrian Archive. Go for that as well. So we have an insane amount of mana here. And then we can even sack this to put a counter on the Jhoira. So they have a blue mana. They can go for Tezzeret in the next turn. Which is okay, because it means that they're not doing anything else, I suppose. Obviously, we'd love to draw a Paradox Engine, because that's how our deck operates. But I don't know why they did that. Did they think that this was a free ability? That was kind of sad, wasn't it? Because they could have just probably gone for Tezzeret, ticked up. They would have gained 1, 2, 3, 4 life, drain us for 4. But yeah, that's a shame. I was looking forward to see where that was going. Okay, so we're up against Light Paws. They're going to be an enchantment build. So as long as we can kill Light Paws, this could be pretty good. Otherwise, they're going to gain lots of advantage from casting all of their auras. Got some really nice ramp spells as well. 3 in fact, so we could go for the Renowned Weaponsmith if we get a blue source, but until then, we're just going to have to stick with the Ornithopter first. Now luckily the Ornithopter does give us blue. Curse of Silence. Oh, so they're going to make the Jhoira costs 2 more, I presume, unless they have psychic powers. Okay, so yeah, that is very irritating. I guess we'll just have to go for even more ramp. I guess we can still cast Jhoira next turn. Curse of Silence is such a baller move though, isn't it? It's like, yeah, you can't cast your general. It's kind of mean, but Radiant Grey, so that makes it a 3-2. We might get a 3-for-1 here if we Lightning Bolt Light Paws. Depends what this extra enchantment is going to be. 4-5. Okay, that's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? Okay, we go for Paradox Engine. And then we could Lightning Bolt their face. Which means we get some more mana. Yeah, let's do it. We can't bolt the Light Paws anymore. Oh, we had such a crap hand. We couldn't even kill Light Paws. See, that's the thing. That's the power of Paradox Engine. They don't even know we're a commons build, do they? But there you go. There you go. See, just put Paradox Engine in, cast it, and you've won. If you enjoyed watching this video, why not try some of my other videos on my channel? And don't forget to support me by hitting the like and subscribe button for more content like this.